Hi, everyone. Elida Zweidler-McKay with ZM Coach, where we're all about helping you take your career to the next level, whether that's moving up in your current organization, making the most of a recent promotion, or setting yourself up to move somewhere else. So today I wanted to share with you as we're launching into 2023, some lessons learned from my clients this year. So I had the opportunity to interview some of my clients and to ask them what were some of the things that they did that made 2022 a success for them? Now, these are clients who got promoted, who got pulled into new assignments, who were able to make something new happen for themselves in 2023. So, not slackers, people who've really done some great things. And I thought I would just literally go through that list with you so that you could have that information and those ideas as you're forming your own plans and you're thinking about how you want to take yourself forward into 2023. So here they are. So the first one was having a crystal clear mission for my work. Now, this came from someone who, because of the mission that she set for herself, actually got recruited into a brand new job that she wasn't even looking for. Like they found her because she had this goal for herself and what she represents in the world and what she wants to make happen. So for her, having a really crystal clear mission for her work led to not only giving herself direction of what she would spend her time on and how she would focus her efforts, but also made her an obvious choice for this company that was recruiting somebody who really wanted someone who had that point of view and that perspective. The second one is writing down and intentionally planning for my goals. Now, this is something that I did quarterly with my mastermind clients. We had a time where we actually worked together to have them reflect on the previous quarter and look ahead to the next one. And several of them said that taking that time to really write down and plan for their goals, whether that was in their career or in their relationships or in their personal development, really made a difference because it sort of gave them that focus on where they were headed and what success would look like and what they wanted to accomplish. The third one was creating time, kind of scheduling unscheduled time. So creating blocks of time in the calendar that were not taken up by meetings, that were set aside as specifically, think time. So I have one client who specifically puts aside some time every couple of weeks, at least once a month, to go to a coffee shop with something to write with, and just to use that to think about where his team is headed, what they need to do next, where he's headed, what he needs to do next. And I think all of my clients that have found a way to carve out that time and really hold it sacred have found that strategic time to think and to look ahead and to plan has really led to a bunch of success for them, because instead of being sort of pulled around and tugged around by everybody else's requests and requirements and meetings all the time, having that moment to kind of step back and take the bigger picture view and really think about, okay, where are we headed here, really paid dividends in terms of their ability to, set a direction and plan for it and lead their team to it. The fourth one was related. It's having my own voice versus letting everyone and everything else around me take precedence. I have seen this to be a real challenge for a lot of people that I've coached and that I've worked with. The pressures in organizational life are higher than they've ever been. There are just countless, endless, redundant demands on people's time, and being able to sort of pull yourself away from that and sort of part the sea and get out of the fray of all that and really listen to your own voice about what we need to be doing here and what's important to me and how do I make that happen is a really core skill. And when you can do that, then you actually have a shot at being strategic, not only for yourself, but also in how you lead your team and how you lead your organization. So that was another one. The fifth one was someone talked about the ability to now see patterns of interactions and having strategies to respond to them. And another client recently sort of compared this to, we've talked a lot about emotional intelligence as the ability to understand your own emotions and being able to read the people around you. But what I support my clients to learn is something that you might call something like a system intelligence or a tribal intelligence, because we look at not only your own, emotional state and interactions with others, but also what are the patterns that are happening at the group level or at the team level. There's a whole undercurrent of patterns and behaviors and dynamics that happen in any group. And when you're aware of those and you can kind of see what's going on with them, you have a chance to navigate through them in a different way and kind of a more sophisticated way. And so that is something that I explicitly teach my clients and that I use in my own work to coach them as they're working their way through whatever the issues are that they're facing in their organizations as they're trying to get their work done and get their initiatives through and move up. The sixth one was another key to success for someone was really connecting with others and being willing to be kind of open and vulnerable, to kind of open the door for other people to walk in and be part of their, get to know them and be part of their lives and their circles. And that's another kind of core component that we work on in the program, how to build that real sense of partnership with the people that you're working with and how to take the lead on that, even if the people around you aren't doing that yet. The seventh and final learning was having anchoring core beliefs about myself that I can come back to anytime I want. This is another piece that I help my clients do, and that is to really have some of those core ideas that they can turn to when things get rough. Just to give you an example, one of my core beliefs is that there is no challenge that my clients or I might face that I can't handle. And I will tell you, I come back to that one all the time. So, if something's going on in my life that's hard, bringing myself back to that core belief helps me remember that I am resourceful and I'm smart and I can handle whatever comes my way. And that way of thinking just puts me back into my, back into my chair in a way that I can then lean into whatever the problem is and handle it. Another one for me, another of my own anchoring beliefs is that I'm whole even as I'm growing. Because the thing is, as you grow and as you learn, you're going to be trying new things. As you move up in an organization, you're going to be new again. And every time you're new again, you're bound to make some mistakes. And having a mindset that says, I'm making mistakes and I'm messing up, but I'm still whole. I'm still, worthy. I'm still capable, even as I'm learning and growing and screwing things up along the way. It's one of the ways that I create that psychological safety for myself so that it's okay to try new things and get them wrong because, it's that growth mindset that says, even if I can't get this particular thing right just yet, that doesn't mean that I'm not whole and worthy. So those are our 7 tips for 2023, sort of lessons learned from my clients that I wanted to share with you so that you could bring that wisdom into your own planning for the coming year. So I really want to invite you as you look ahead to the year to make sure that you're, getting clear with yourself about what is your mission, what do you stand for, what's important to you. Write down and intentionally plan for your goals. Put pen to paper and take a stand about what you want to accomplish in the coming year. Incorporate into your plans some unstructured, unscheduled time so that you can be getting above the noise and really thinking strategically and broadly for yourself and for your team, and carving out that space so that you can hear your own voice versus just letting yourself get pulled into all the other pulls on your time and everyone else's demands that could otherwise take precedence. Give yourself permission to look for and find and learn about the kinds of patterns that happen in every group so that you don't have to get swamped by them anymore. And make time to connect with other people and to build those real, deep and meaningful connections with your colleagues so that you can count on one another and so that you can trust each other. And finally, make sure that you're building those anchoring beliefs that are going to help you face whatever challenges you face in the coming year. If you would like some help, some guidance with these things, obviously this is exactly what I help my clients do. We'd be delighted to talk with you more about how we could do some of this in your career and the difference that it might make for you to have them. You can find out more about that by booking a call with us at zmcoach.com/apply. You'll get on the phone with my colleague Anne-Marie Fan for about 45 minutes to an hour, talk about your current situation at work, where you are, where you want to go. And if we can get you from here to there with some of these ideas and others that we have to offer, she'll talk to you about what that can look like. And if we're not the right fit for whatever reason, we'll also see what we can do to point you to somebody else, because we believe the right coach is out there for everyone. We believe that the best way to get ahead in your career is to have a coach, and we would be honored to be considered as a potential coach for you. We look forward to talking to you. Take care.